Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go from LA. Darius Davis to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. That's not easy to do in this AFC.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Caught inbounds downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Herbert from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. It's fielded at the 14. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Second down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers who have 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. This is ahead for about 5. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. About set. This is 3rd and 5. To the air this time, Herbert. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Dicker connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Cut by Collins on the slant. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hanson with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just 1 field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. They've got first down from the 31. Stroud off of play action. Stays up, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go.
Stroud. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On the move, headed right. He's running for it. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
A 28-yard gain. And the Texans first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First down, ball at the 36.
All right.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He shoves one away. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He cuts it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run. All right.
First down, and they go right back to him. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Here we go.
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Tight end going in motion here. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Hits him on the in route. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers losing by 4. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. Kappa.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 23.
Setting up to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And once again, they can't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they need one more first down to officially clinch this win because that defense, well, they've got 3 timeouts left and they've got to use them. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first.
A gain of 12.
And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Again, it's Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
2nd and 8.
They're going to pass it here. And once complete, it's Bryant outright. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's across midfield.
The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one.
Gain of 3 yards.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will have the Texans first down there, and the celebrations can begin now down on that sideline.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So it's a win for the Texans. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.